前回はすごいところで終わっちゃった。終われてもいなかったな。なんか自分で強制的にメニューに戻ってさすごかった。まあどんどんやっていこ
う。All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
このコピー機もさ、なんか飾ってあって、なんかこれも重要な。
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
この432番何もない。鉛筆ケースしかない。ライトと。閉まるわけじゃない。ここね、誰か通ったんだよ前回のパートで。あ、閉まっちゃった。こういうロッカー的な、びっくりした。的な何、おらおらおら、増えてる。的な何か、なんかもっと続けてやると増えるのかな。一度パソコンを落とすとダメなのかもしれないな。あれ？でもここじゃなかったっけ？これ。そこまで今回はなんか変化が起きてなさそうだね。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
今回じゃあ左1個。どんどん。
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
なんかいろいろね変化起きたんだよな。お、あれ？前開かなかったよここ。あ、閉まっちゃった。びっくりした。あ、びっくりした。何？ただのトイレだね。何？このニューヨークタイムズみたいな。タイムズ紙みたいな。まあ、なんでもない。前開かなかったって。しかもあれだ。開かなかったよね、前。絶対開かなかったって。うわ、なんか変化が起きてんじゃん。うわ、今回はここのルートか。いいね、やっぱ探せばあるもんだね。下行きます。下に参ります。下に行ってどうすんだよ。自分で押すスタイル当たり前だけど。あらスタンリーって言ってスタンリーなんか歌ってない？あの人これどこまで行くの？ボタンも何も止まるボタンがない。パパパ おい天の声。あ、もうちょっと聞いてて痛かった。え、何？何もない系なんだ。これちょっと後でもし何かあったら下にね、ずーっと多分行ってもいないんだろうね。びっくりした。
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
あら？なんか今日はいい音楽いっぱい流れる日だね。飽きもしない？
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
あ、いいんだ。なんかちゃんと空いたとこ見てなかったから。なんであそこ監視カメラあるんだ。一応。
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
確かにな、あのまま進めても多分死しかないからね。え、あの女の人バージョンのさ、天の声の人の言う通りに。
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
言う通りしても多分エスケープキーをしてただ自分でゲームをやり直しするだけだから、結局はバッドエンドなの。こっち来るの久しぶりだな。The
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
で前回っていうか前来た時はどっちをしたんだっけな。なんだオフにしたんだよね。オンにしちゃったんだ、間違ってオフに。お
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
やった。
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
ここで帰るっていう帰れそうにはないですね。うわ、いい外だ。僕は自由だ。地球にとっては大きな一歩だ。
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hi. いやー、ちゃんとしたエンディング見れたね。久々かもしんない、こんなちゃんとしたエンディング。エンディングっていうエンディング。いやー、よかった。なんか今回多分短いけど、とりあえずこの辺で終わりたいと思います。多分2個目は取れない。何のエンディングいいか分かんないからね。長くなるとちょん切んないといけないから。ではご視聴ありがとうございました。フリーダムエンディング。なんかこれが真実のトゥーエンドっぽい感じもするけど、まだ言ってないところがいっぱいありそうなので、次回ご期待ください。では。